Hello folks, welcome to the latest Mark and Kirsty banging on about Microsoft 365. Kirsty, what have we got today?
Hi. I don't know actually,
Okay.
because you've just been busy gossiping. I haven't got a
Okay,
clue.
we have been gossiping. Okay
Are we
folks, so what we're going to
working?
do, yeah, we're going to work it. So what we're going to do folks is we're going to have a look at some new features in Teams. Ones that which have come out recently but you can actually use now. Just a handful of things that you might have missed. So for this, I think, Kirsty, I'm going to turn my camera off, share my screen with you so you can see what we're talking about at the same time, okay?
Okay.
So let me just pop you over here. I'm having
Is that
trouble moving you.
that looks like you've got a velour top on. Is that velour?
Velour, what even is velour?
That's my mum used to call it velour.
Um, what I'm doing is.
Sorry, you
So
can't
let's just share.
concentrate, can you?
No, you know I can't. You know I can't do that. So what we talk about there, folks, is Kirsty's always joking about the fact that I can't talk and do anything else. I'm such a real I can't multitask. Okay, so first thing, Kirsty, let's have a look at the new Fast tab in Teams. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the Fast tab in here. So this has changed over the last month or so. So up here, so this used to be called Recent, and it does show your most recently accessed files, and you've got these new search pills at the top, which makes it easier to filter
Yep.
what you've got. Okay,
Can I ask you a question,
yeah,
Mark?
yeah,
Is
go.
this in the new version of Teams or is this still in the older
No,
version of
we're
Teams?
in the old version of Teams now.
Okay.
So yeah, so look at this. I'm not in new Teams up here. Look.
I see. Yeah. Got it.
So and I've seen this on a client site as well, and this has gone live over there as well. So this is not just early access. This is all available in normal Teams now.
Okay.
Okay, so next one is My Files. This used to be called OneDrive. I don't know why they've changed this. I'm gonna have to hide a load of that stuff, but I don't know why they've changed. I don't know why it's not still called
Can I put my
OneDrive.
hand up?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Because I agree with it. Because if you look at this now, it's saying it's my files on the left-hand side. Okay, it's
Yeah.
nothing to do with Teams.
Uh
Then
huh.
if you move to the right of the screen, it does say OneDrive underneath the new button.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you like that, do you?
Yeah, I think that's woman's logic. They are my files
Okay, that's cool.
in Teams.
Um, just while I'm in here, just a quick note. So for people, this is a great way to see whether you're accidentally sharing files you don't know you're sharing. While you're in here,
Mm.
have a look at this column here and just double check if you've got something shared. You know that you've got it shared. Okay, so what else do we have? We have got shared. So this is files shared by me or shared with me across Microsoft 365. So shared with me. Look at all sorts of different locations here. And I'm probably gonna have to fuzz that out, I'm afraid, folks, because of the information that's on there. But there's files and folders from lots of different places across Microsoft 365, and at a glance, I can see what I'm sharing with other people as well. So that's super useful. Um,
Like that.
so downloads, that hasn't changed. That still downloads your machine. This is new, quick access. So if we go to here, let's have a quick look. So let's say click on more places, and maybe there's one in here that I want to pin. So if I click on here, let me just click on this one. Give that a second. So you can see here at the top I've now got pinned to quick access. You can see now I've pinned that, so I can go through here, go through more places. The SharePoint sites and SharePoint sites related to Teams. I can go around and I can make a little collection of the places I go to most often here. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically OneDrive online, but now a
Yeah.
little bit more within Teams.
Yeah. When was
Like
the last time they updated this, Kirsty?
Oh,
You've been doing Teams for 5 years now. When was the last time you saw this
I
change?
don't think it's ever, has it?
No, no, I don't think so either. So some
No.
little tweaks that are quite nice. Okay, folks, let's have a quick look at a couple of settings that you might have missed. I'm going to tell you some that have been around a while, but you might have overlooked. Clicking on the three little dots at the top, clicking on settings, and we are going to have a quick look at files and links. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so you can tell it where you want. Some people they click download and they can never find where it's gone to. So I personally find that quite intuitive, but not everyone does. So maybe you want to click change and you can tell it where to go. Now, what if you've got a certain job where you're constantly downloading files that come into you and you have to put them in different places? You can tell it to always ask you where you want it to go. So you're not downloading it and then moving it. You can put it straight in the right place. So I think that's quite nice.
That
And
is. I was going to ask you a question then, Mark.
Yeah,
So
go.
if that's available in effect for OneDrive, but within Teams, I
Yeah.
wonder if that's now also available in OneDrive.
I don't know, mate.
I might
Let's
have a look at for that
Yeah,
one.
have a look at that. You know what? There's lots of new stuff in OneDrive actually over the last couple of months. It's they put a lot of work into it. We could do one of these on the new stuff in OneDrive.
Yeah.
There's so much new stuff in there. And just a quick one here. Some people when they're in Teams, they click on a file, it opens in Teams or opens in a browser, and they don't like it. So remember, you can tell Teams how to open it. So I haven't got the third option there, the open in the desktop application. So when I click on a file in Teams, it can open in Teams. It can pop open in the browser, or the third option that you'll see in your work computer is you can get it to open in the desktop, the full version of the software. That's quite useful. Should we move along, Kirst?
Yeah,
Very
I like
quickly.
that one.
Okay.
And files and links, it wasn't called files and links. I can't remember what it was called. They've changed that label on the left.
Is that so? That's changed as well.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just called something else.
Wonder if it's just called files. I don't know.
Could be.
Anyway, so let's look at devices. So I'm going to just scroll down a little bit. Okay, so spatial audio is new. So let's say we've got gallery view open. I've got my headset on, and someone on the left-hand side speaks. Then that will show that person that it'll come out the left-hand earbud more than the right. So if the person on the right of the screen, it'll come out the right. So what I hear in my headset will indicate where the person is.
That's
So
good.
that's quite cool. The thing I wanted to show you here was the secondary ringer. So let's say I always have my headset in. You can miss a call because you can't hear it, so you can tell your laptop to ring at the same time. I quite like that.
I like that one.
What else do we have down here? Green screen. Okay, so green screen isn't just for green screens. Let's say that you're in the office or you're at home, you've got a blank wall behind you, and what you'd like to do is for when you're using a background or you're blurring your background, you don't want those little patches that keep showing through. You want it to do a nicer job. You want to be able to hold things up, and it just does a much better job. Like it really struggles with my hair, for example.
I was about to say the same thing. So with your Tintin look, what happens with green screen?
Yeah, it cuts it off because it really. Okay, so I haven't used the green screen, but it cuts my hair off because it just doesn't know what to do with it. But I'm expecting, but because it doesn't have to work out what to do with all of these colours behind me, it's just all it does is filter one colour. It doesn't have to work. It doesn't have to work out where I am and where I'm not. All it has to work out is that green. I just take all that away and I keep everything else.
Oh, good.
So it's a much
Like
simpler
that.
thing. But I tell you what's cool though. If I turn green screen on,
But one thing I'm going to say to you is, Mark, you and I would have difficulties, am I right? Because we've got things behind us.
yeah.
On the
So
wall.
this would be great. Let's say that you've got a blank wall at home. That'd be cool.
Right.
Or in the office. Or so some organisations have like little pods that you go into, like one desk rooms that you go in for calls. So they could just paint that wall behind just one distinctive solid colour.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be green now. Look at this. I can click on this little icon here, and I can do a colour picker, and I can pick the colour behind me. So if I'm at home with just a cream wall, I could just choose that wall, and it would take that out.
So can you do that now?
Yeah, but look, it's really struggling. So it's taken out the wall behind me, but it's left. But see how it's left the it's left my cars in, my blind in.
Little tin cars in.
You know, they're Lego cars. It's totally different. So let's turn that back off because it's really struggling with that. But I think that's cool.
Yeah, like that.
Also, just while you're here, this is not new. While you're here, make sure you know you've got auto brightness. So if you're too dark on camera, come in and do that. And Kirst, some people have been known to turn on soft focus.
How dare they?
Because look at my wrinkles, Kirst. Yeah, I know you can't see any hardly anyway. But look here, they will magically disappear.
I've done soft focus now.
Have you?
Yeah,
I can't tell, Kirsty, because you don't need it.
What can I say? Thanks, Mark. That's the first and only compliment I will ever get, so I'm going to take it.
Yeah, take that. Okay, let's have a look at one more. So, so let's just pull you across here. So, Kirsty, pop your hand up. I'll tell you what. No, I'm going to pop my hand up.
My hand not good enough.
No, I do because I can't see the message that you're about to get. Okay, so I'm going to pop my hand up. Okay, and now I'm going to speak. And now I'm going to speak. Let's see whether. So look at it on my screen now. It's saying lower your hands in a few seconds. We've noticed that you've spoken. Did you see that? Oh, you can't see.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did.
No, I did.
Okay, yeah. So that's cool. So that's just that little thing. And it's a tiny thing, but it gets rid of. Oh, is your hand still up from last time? So I just want to I know it's not a big feature, but it's just one of those tiny things that makes quite a big difference.
Do you know, sorry, I think I was having a thick moment because when you said you raise your hand, I thought you could do that and literally it switched it on.
Well, you know, Kirsty, we will see that. I'm convinced the AI will see that. You'll do that, and it will work.
Yeah.
But that's quite cool.
Yeah.
That was it. I just wanted to show that handful of things which have changed recently that people might have missed.
Like the Mark.
Anything? Do you know what I think we should do? You said OneDrive. There's loads of new stuff in OneDrive, you know, which I think is worth having a look at. And you know that over on my other channel, I talk about new stuff all the time, but it could be months and months away. It'd be interesting to talk about stuff that's actually available now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
no, I agree.
Kirst.
Sounds like a plan.
You got anything else to say to the people?
No, other than apologies if you bored them. But actually, that wasn't boring. That was quite good. So.
Oh, she's so consistent. Okay, right. See, I'm prepared for them at the start. You backloading them like this just catches me off.
I'm doing that now.
Okay,
and then
mate.
the next couple it'll be at the start. So I thought I'd keep you on your toes.
That's okay. I'll just edit you out. Okay, folks. I think we're done for this week. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one.